Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Neil. If you can hear me, this is, wow, what is today? Thursday, the 6th of July. What a day. What I've got is, like, seriously, more islands? I mean, if you can believe it, this is crazy. So, just last night, I think I did the video. We're talking about how the 16th gapped open lower to the 20th, spent some time down here, then gapped up from the 29th into the 30th, spent 4 days up here, island, all, air all the way around it, same as down here on the bottom, island top, and then, so if, remember down, then 51 and 37 and 16, 15, 16. Uh, we got we got the breach of the 64s, but it was on an open, right? It gapped open. So it's gone through the 51s and the 37s and traded a 19 half low, so it never got our 16s, but I swear I was really surprised. Like that was my target today. And it just didn't. It traded a 19 half low and then recovered back into the weekly pivot here, which is, you see the red line right there, that's weekly pivot, which is the ADMA, came from the 20 back to the 8 on the gap, on the mid, on the gap mid, everything right there to finish the day. Um, uh, Decent. I mean, it was down, but it was at one point it was down a lot worse. It was down 36 at one point. It was down another 30, more than that, right? So 66 or something at one point. And look, it's all at this point. I mean, it's the same as what we talked about last night. It's the only addition here now is we have another island, more islands. But it's to the number tomorrow. You got non-farm payroll in the morning. And if it's a good number, I think the market trades lower. If it's a bad number, maybe it trades a little higher. But and by the way, here, if lower, if higher. Well, if lower, clearly 16 is your target. If higher, um, it's going to be twofold. One, 64 to test the bottom of the island top, and 84 to test the point of control on the island top. 64 and 84 are your targets on the top. 51, I believe, is your over under. Anything above 51 is en route likely for 64 and 84. And if, what is that right there? That's another pretty important looking price right there at about 77. You could throw that one in the mix too. 64 and 84, but if you want a little midway kind of deal right in the middle, that looks important too, 77. So, uh, but clearly on the way down, then what it's done is it's partially finished the business down here, and I don't believe completely, honestly, without coming back and checking balance. And that's down at 15 and look, I mean, if it got bad, then we need to start setting our sights on the swing low down there at 43.70. Not right now, but there's a day where anything, basically, I'll say this, on a swing basis, anything below 15, I will start to have everybody think in terms of, well, what was that swing low down there, 43.70, because where the stops are going to be hiding right below that. And the old adage, no stops go untouched, and so price action will be after those stops. So big price to beat on the top 51 to head into the upper targets. Big price to beat on the bottom 15, which is really a target, HVN balanced target. And if below there, then we got to start talking about getting serious about that swing low down there. That's it, man. I mean, the theme tonight is like, seriously? I mean, another island? Like, this is crazy. You got islands on the top, islands on the bottom, islands on the top, and then islands now on the bottom. Again, crazy. Get ready for the number tomorrow. And then after that, it is Wednesday, Thursday next week, CPI, PPI, the last bit of inflation data you're getting before this next Fed July, where they're going to raise. And the question now will be, do we start pricing in, how much to price in for September. So take care. Good night. Good trading. Talk to you again soon.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency. It's one of the things that won me